Video by Based Druid. Based Druid, he made a little presentation on like what you should buy during times of economic collapse, economic hardship, and I think this is very good stuff. You know, you need to have this stuff. This is very, very valuable stuff, okay? And there's too many people that are obsessed with like stockpiling guns and ammunition and stuff like this, and if you don't have this stuff, you're gonna be screwed, okay? So here's the list of things you definitely need to get. Number one on his list is honey. Honey has medicinal properties, sweet, and people like sugar. You know, you could use it for cooking and stuff like that. And it's very barterable, okay? It's very tradable. You could get ammo for honey, okay? By the way, you gun guys, you're gonna need a way to get ammo resupply. So alcohol, another good barterable item, and it has an infinite shelf life just like honey. Honey has an infinite shelf life, and so does alcohol. Alcohol is great. And you know the reason I like alcohol is you could give somebody some whiskey in exchange for some ammo, and that's less ammunition that they have, and then they're sitting there drunk and impaired. That sounds like a good deal to me. I give you some whiskey, you give me some ammo. Obviously, alcohol can be used medicinally, kind of, sort of, you know, as a painkiller. If somebody's in severe pain, you can get them drunk and they won't feel as much pain. If you have an absolutely neurotic fucking bitch and you need to fucking calm her down during a disaster, it might be good to have a little bit of alcohol on hand, you know, because people will be going cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. Some alcohol is a perfect way to make them be quiet. So alcohol's, I'm not saying that's the best mental health management, but in a disaster, you might just need to get some people drunk just so they shut the fuck up. You know, if you have a hysterical fucking if you have a local warlord that's like killing everybody and being a bully, you could poison him too. Don't do that, I'm just kidding. Oh, and last but not least, this is far-fetched, but you can make like ethanol, like alcohol fuel. There's a way to make like fuel out of alcohol. Easier said than done though. It's kind of like an esoteric skill not too many people have, but if you find somebody that could do that. Next on the list we have nails and screws, okay? So right now I have fences and I have barriers and stuff like that, okay? But you know, I don't know if you guys have noticed the games, like the Fallout games where people make fences out of junk. If society really gets rough, if things really start getting rough, then I'll start making fences out of junk and shit, like junk barriers and stuff like that, and you need stuff like nails to put those together. I can make a fence out of wood pallets very quickly. I know how to do it. You just take the little small tree saplings and you cut them down. You put the wood pallets over it, and then you have the post going between the pallets. You can even fill that in with concrete, stuff like that, or just dirt, and you can even double it up. There's ways of doing it. So there's always ways to like make fences and barriers and additional shelters and do repairs on things and stuff like that. And in order to do that, you need nails. And the average person doesn't have enough nails, okay? You need more nails, and nails is 100% good for doing repairs, boarding up the windows, whatever you need nails for. Nails is one of those things you don't have enough. I can almost guarantee you don't have enough nails. You need to go buy some nails. So earlier I was talking about wood. Wood goes without saying. So if you have like wood pallets, they say you can get them for free. If you're a real good old boy, you can get wood pallets for free, but these days you really can't get wood pallets for free unless you're really kind of plugged in, okay? I mean, you notice I have literally tons and tons and tons of rocks on this property. I had to truck those in here, okay? So I have a guy that brings dump trucks full of rocks and granite and different stuff like that. I'd go to a guy like that, you know, knows a lot of stuff. Somebody like that will know how to get wood pallets, and you say, look man, I know you can get a bunch of wood pallets. Bring me a bunch of wood pallets, I'll give you about 200 bucks, and then you'll get some nice ones that are like not rotten. You'll probably have a go-to guy that could bring you a whole truckload of wood pallets for about $200. That's something you could reasonably do. I know people say they're free. Yeah, if you're plugged in, they're free. But coffee, tea, stimulants, caffeine pills, this is an important one. People need that to stay alert, and it's also an addictive substance, so it is a very barterable thing. It's safe, it's legal, it has a long shelf life, including instant coffee. I stockpile instant coffee. People will absolutely love you if you have coffee. The morale level of your people is just going to be way higher if you have tons of coffee. And I would have huge stockpiles of coffee, because when people are bored and they have nothing to do, they're going to get really caffeinated so they can do so they can do things. You're going to see productivity go way up because people are just going to slam cups of coffee, and then people are going to be bored and they're going to get around to doing things that they should have done years ago. All right, the next one is sweets and candy, okay? So we know sweets and candy can last a pretty good long time because it's in the MREs, okay? So candy is loaded with preservatives and stuff. It's pretty good shelf life, especially like hard candies and stuff. Pretty sure it's going to last a very long time, like those peppermint candies and things like that. I think they have an extremely long shelf life, way longer than what's listed on the package. You know, you'll have the big bag, and then each Lifesavers candy is like individually wrapped. So that's pretty good sealing, and it's hard, you know. So I just don't see how that's going to go bad very quickly. I think you got many, many years shelf life on that. Candy is highly barterable too, and it also kind of calms kids down, okay? You can use it to bribe them to have better behavior, you know? Again, that's not the best way to handle kids. It's not good parenting to bribe your kids with candy. You know, they should be behaving because behaving should be an expectation. You shouldn't have to bribe your kids to have good behavior. But in a crisis situation, I think that's very important. And it is sugar, and sugar's addictive, and people are gonna want their sugar fix when the store shelves are empty. And most people are only stockpiling stuff like canned goods and stuff like that. So this really puts you above a lot of the other preppers, because a lot of the other preppers are not stockpiling their sweet tooth stuff. Lighters and matches. Lighters and matches, 100%. Not too expensive. Pretty easy to stockpile, okay? So it's very, very tradable, very barterable. And you need it. You need it to start fires, cooking fires, stuff like that. Oil lamps, otherwise known as hurricane lamps. I really don't have that many of these, but I got other family members that have a lot of these, and they keep a lot of the oil. And the good thing is, like, you're just not burning through electricity. So you have a light source, and you're not running through all of your batteries. I would supplement this with glow sticks. I think glow sticks are good, you know, especially if you have Mylar wrapped ones. I've had ones that still work after 8 years, so they say glow sticks stop working after 2 years. Nah, I've had them 8 years. They're just not as bright. Candles. They provide light. They provide a consistent source of fire. Okay, so in prison, we would actually make candles out of like hair grease. You'd put like a wick inside the hair grease and you'd make like a homemade candle. You have a continuous source of fire you can kind of keep going back to. It also smells good and bugs don't really like it. It's a morale item. It seems to calm women down for some reason. Women just like candles. And it is a somewhat barterable item, okay? If people are unable to see at night in their house, you know, you'd be surprised how many people around here probably don't have candles and would be willing to trade you something for a good amount of candles if you had a bunch of tea lights or something. I know people talk about the tea lights a lot, by the way. I would get some big candles, okay? I would spend the money for the big candles. Yeah, you can get tea lights. Tea lights is cool, but tea lights are very impractical for a lot of real situations. I would also look into citronella candles and candles that are deliberately designed for like pest resistance and stuff like that, keeping mosquitoes away from you, stuff like that. And these are the things that a lot of people haven't thought of already. Of course, we could talk about canned goods, freeze-dried food, things like that. That goes without saying. You guys already know that. And if you did think of them, maybe this is just a reminder, maybe this is a refresher, you know, hopefully. Sometimes we need that. I know nothing I've said in this video is revolutionary, like something that hasn't been said before, but you know, the best wisdom is just kind of eternal, right? You know, nothing new under the sun, the 9 cities of Troy, all that shit. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching the video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon. I'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure to get the Guerrilla Warfare merchandise. JordanJJereb signing off.